If there is a question that has troubled a lot of people, is the question of knowing their identity. The question, who am I? People want to understand themselves. They want to be able to realize where they can gain their confidence to be able to live in this life and be able to be relevant at the same time, to be able to enjoy life. So this is quite an exciting topic, and I've chosen to speak to you today about purposeful living because a lot of people have come and they have talked about this topic, but we continue to search for this because we are looking for that thin line that connects us from the source to who we really are, that will enable us to be able to function relevantly in this world. So I understand that you might have asked yourself certain questions and which we are going to be addressing here. So welcome to Yvonne Chido podcast, and today we're going to be exploring this purpose topic because we want you to walk, to live life and feel fulfilled at the same time. Because it is only when you realize your true identity can you really feel fulfilled. If you don't realize who you were created to be and why you exist, then you might find that even money itself will never satisfy you. You can be a billionaire, but you lack a sense of fulfillment because you feel there is a gap that is not filled. There is this inner, internal dialogue, this internal conversation and confusion that happens within you because you are trying to figure out why you were created and you're trying to figure out of what relevance you are. So I can tell you, I know and I understand that you might have asked yourself those questions, who am I? You might have asked yourself this question, why do I exist? You might also have asked your question, how can I align my life to my life's purpose? But just because you do not understand what your purpose is, you fail to actually align your life to your life's purpose. So I hope today's conversation is going to help you to uncover what you are looking for. I hope it is going to help you to get some enlightenment on what to look for, especially when you are seeking your life's purpose, when you're seeking to uncover your true identity. Yes, I understand that when we are born in a set of systems. You know, when people welcome us, there's already a set of systems. There are people who are already there to socialize us in a certain way. This is the reason why you hear that people say a boy child has to act in this manner and a girl child has to act in this manner. But it might actually not be your true definition. You might find that those restrictions actually place a ceiling for you to be able to break beyond the limitations of socialization. And before you know it, you fail to fully appreciate and understand yourself because you are blocked by the systems that were already set before you were born. So I want you to be yourself, that you need sometimes to just seclude yourself, go to a secluded place and start having internal dialogue with yourself so that you begin to realize why you are existing. Some of the things that actually point you to who you are not even far away from you. You might realize that the creation itself can actually tell you what you are supposed to do and who you are. Even the circumstances of life. It is not by accident that you were born in the nation that you were born in. And it is not by accident that you belong to the family where you are belonging. But the moment you realize that you carry a certain gifting and you carry a certain value, then you will begin to understand why you were brought here on earth. Some people carry the solutions that Africa need. Some people carry the solutions that their families need. Some are actually generational breakers. I mean, you break the cases that were holding your family for so many generations. So you need to realize this truth that nobody is born without something unique to offer, but everyone has a, a part that they play in as far as creation is concerned. The problem then comes when you don't fully appreciate and understand yourself. Because when you don't understand yourself, you are bound to divert your path. You're bound to follow the path that does not belong to you. But the moment you realize who you are and what you are supposed to fulfill, you will find that even the people that are supposed to be attracted to your purpose will begin to come, will just come to your life, and they will come to support. You don't have to beg, to cry for support, because naturally you begin to attract the rightful people that are supposed to come into your life. So the aspect of identity is very crucial because it plays the central role in a person's life. You need to understand this one thing, that when you know yourself, when you fully understand yourself, you will know the exact decisions that you need to make. If it means you need to spend some sleepless nights strategizing on certain aspects so that you may be able to fulfill your purpose, or you may be able to fulfill your mandate and be able to reach your destiny, you will begin to do that without anybody forcing you, because you understand yourself. And when it comes to the issues of self-confidence, when you understand yourself, when you know your true identity, you don't need any coaching for self-confidence. It just happens naturally because you know the value that is coming within. I've once talked on this platform to say that there is power when you give life from inside than when the outside forces try to break you. Life comes always from the inside. So when you understand your true identity, it's like you're releasing the energy that is inside you, and it's actually defying all the odds, all the winds, all the obstacles that you may meet on the way, because you can never defeat the energy that comes from within you. So I just want you to understand also one thing, that don't neglect the experiences that you may have gone through in life. There might be positive experiences, there might be negative experiences. They are all coming to show you something about yourself. They are all coming as directives, as direction signposts that actually highlighting where you are supposed to go and what you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to become. Often we cry. Often we get so tired, we get so discouraged because we might have encountered some negative experiences in life, not knowing that within those experiences, there are some pointers to the person that we are supposed to be. Let me share about my life. I once told you that I lost my parents when I was 4 years old, and I interacted with a number of circumstances in life that were not favorable. And among us those, there is a time where I actually suffered depression. But during that moment, I then realized that what I am feeling is what other people might be feeling, and they need to be encouraged to know how to deal with such circumstances. And that made me to start training as a coach. And today, people can come and confide in me, and I have something to tell them. I have a motivational story to tell them, because I know that my story can actually help them to heal, and my story can actually help them to move and to dispel all the odds of negativity. So, who knows? Maybe you became an orphan so that you can understand that it is important for you to be able to reach out to those that are living in orphanages and be able to help them out. Maybe that's your life purpose. By helping out some child who's in an orphanage, maybe they are going to actually become a great leader in this nation. But they are coming through your hands, and you would have done something that you yourself will feel satisfied that I've added value in someone's life. So I also need you to understand that there is so much difference between purpose and ambition. Ambition is something that you do because you want to satisfy yourself, you want to feel good, and you want to feel, invincible. Whilst purpose is knowing that what you carry, the value that you carry, is something that others need, and you freely give it because you know that whenever you give it out to them, you feel at peace. Either you are paid for it or you are not paid for it. You just feel so fulfilled by just doing your purpose. So if it doesn't give you peace, if it doesn't make you satisfied, if it doesn't give you fulfillment, then you might need to check if it's your purpose or it's just ambition. I've come across a lot of people who often ask me to say, you're a writer, you're an author. I really desire to write a book, but I'm failing to write a book. And one thing that I ask them is that, is it your call? Is it your purpose to write a book? Is it your purpose to be a speaker? Because if it's not in alignment with your purpose, then you won't have the motivation, you won't have the energy to even start or even to finish what you might have started. But if it is something that is being driven from within, then you are unstoppable. Purpose brings this conviction that serves as the inner fire within you. That no matter how you may try to silence it, you just cannot silence it, because you understand that you have to do it. And you also understand that you have limited time to achieve whatever it is that you might want to achieve. So look out for the pointers that highlight who you are. The moment you look out for those pointers, they will help you to uncover the person that you are. Sometimes it takes that moment whereby you just seclude yourself and do some personal introspection and some meditation on what is it that I carry, that when I do, I feel at peace. When you do that, I guarantee you that you become someone to reckon with. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you'll be able to benefit much from the knowledge that I've shared today. Have a great week.